Acre Cabin is located in the Savage Divide region in Fallout 76. This cabin was the retreat for the failed author G.D. Blorwood. Before the war, Blorwood came to this cabin to write his novel, Mists of Autumn Acres. Reading what there is of the novel, Mists of Autumn Acres, a novel by G.D. Blorwood. The autumn mist swirled over the mountains like a thick swirling mist. Baron von Herbst surveyed the autumn land with the decidedly unmist-like composure of a man more powerful than any other. Intelligent, strong, and liked by all, the Baron remained as humble, or perhaps even more humble. The Baron's only admission of his superior ability showed in his quick wit and sharp-tongued missives to his lazy and incompetent administrators with their mist-filled minds, ever attempting to ruin his great works with their so-called edits. Baron von Herbst surveyed his lands as the morning mist settled into the misty low parts of the Baron von Herbst was an idiot and would never have his novel published. Blorwood made many errors in this bit of the novel and was clearly suffering from a severe case of writer's block. Since the bombs fell, Blorwood never did get to finish his novel. It is interesting to note that the word Herbst means autumn in German. It would seem that Blorwood had a thing for autumn. Other than assorted loot, there is a chance for a bobblehead, a magazine, and even a recipe to spawn here inside the cabin. That alone makes this location worth visiting. Moving down the hill, we come upon our next location, known as Yellow Sandy Still. This location is also in the Savage Divide region, just south of Acre Cabin. This location was made by pre-war moonshiners. The entire camp is on a small island surrounded by water, and there are traps everywhere. After the war, a small group of raiders took control of the area and used it to brew a variety of alcoholic beverages. One of the raiders, named Frank, experimented a bit too much, causing the rest of the gang to get mad at him. We find this out when we find the note for Frank. Reading the note, "Hey Frank, that last batch was shit. Can you just stick to the recipe like the rest of us? It's not that hard. I'ma go out to the woods and blow some shit up. If this batch is as bad as the last one, you'll be coming with me next time. P.S. What I mean by that is I'm gonna blow you up." Sheesh, these raiders really took their brewing seriously. Poor Frank. He just wanted to spice things up a bit, and because of that, his life is threatened? Well, there is a variety of loot here, and there also is a chance for a magazine and a bobblehead to spawn. In the makeshift shack, there is a curious door on the ground suggesting that there is an underground chamber, but the door is not able to be interacted with. I hope that Bethesda does something interesting here at some point in the future, as it seems like a good place to put some new interior cell. Other than that, there is nothing else of note here. Moving on to our last location for this video, we head to Toxic Larry's Meet and Go. Before the war, this shack was built by a crazed mountain man known as Toxic Larry. He hunted all sorts of animals and turned this place into a makeshift butchery. The shack is nestled on a trail that takes us from the Savage Divide into the mire. Toxic Larry became obsessed with different kinds of meat. This obsession would be his undoing, as he would actively attempt to lure a sheep squatch into a trap near his shack. We know this to be the case because inside the shack is a holotape labeled New Meat.
I smell new meat, warm blood, strong muscles, a stench like it's been around for centuries, hiding in my lands, feeding on my prey. Well, not anymore, it don't. I caught the creature's scent, and it's near tonight. Aw, some dumb kids lit a campfire down the hill. But I won't let it ruin my hunt. I'll take care of them. Won't I, little beastie? Then you can come on by and let me have a taste of you.
Larry did indeed get to see his prey that night. What he did not know was that it was him that was the prey. Near the shack, we see a slipper sitting on a large blood stain. This was Larry's last stand. He was so sure of his skill that he simply underestimated the raw power of the sheep squatch. At this location, there is a lot of loot, including a chance to have 2 bobbleheads, 2 magazines, and 2 recipes. The one unique thing here is that it is a guaranteed spawn point for the Snallygaster. In fact, 3 of them will spawn here. This location is also used as part of the Sheep Squatch storyline, but I will cover that in a dedicated video soon. So, now we know the story behind Acre Cabin, Yellow Sandy Still, and Toxic Larry's Meat and Go. Each of these locations have their own story and are well worth taking a look in-game. Well, I hope you enjoyed taking a look at some of the Savage Divide locations and discovering the lore behind them. If you did, consider giving a like, subscribe, and share. It really does help the channel grow, and I appreciate all of you. For my part, I am just glad you stopped by, and I'll see you in the next one.